Hey, Scruffy.
What?
Here's your coffee.
Oh, well done.
There you go.
Thank you, my love. Hi. Gonna have a look at indices today. Roll the intro. Tell you all about it. Hi, welcome to the channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Langers. As you can see by the look of me, I am the scruffy trader. Because trust me, I am no Brad Pitt. But I am a pretty good trader. And following on from a chat I was having at the weekend with Chris Tyrell, good little shout to you, my friend. We were talking about indices. So I thought what I'd do today is I'd have a good look through the indices and I'll trade it live in front of you this afternoon. And why not? But before I move forward, I do have a special little shout out to somebody who I bumped into on Friday. Well, two actually. It's Alan from Bishop, but also for a budding YouTube star, his young daughter Ismay. So check out Fantastic Ismay, and a salute to you, my friend. Happy days. So I'm going to enjoy the coffee because we almost got what? Oh, that interrupted my catchphrase there. Do you not realise that Scruffy likes a coffee, and they all know about it? Sorry, she always tries to get in. What?
Who's coffee? You've got the parcel?
I've got parcel. So before I go on the charts, I've got a little parcel to open. So let's have a wee look, shall we? Unmolested. Yes, can I help you?
I want to see what it is.
It's looking like it's either a towel, a shirt, or a cloth to do the dishes. It better not be a cloth to do the dishes, because I've got a dishwasher right there. No, right there.
You brought it to me.
That one there. That thing that I bought when you said I had to do the dishes.
Go on then, open it up.
You are allowed to look into the camera. You are allowed to let people see. Yes?
I want to see what it is. Oh wait, you were nearly right.
Bear with me. I was going to do a bit of undressing for you. You talk.
What you going to? Let's see it.
No. I'm gonna do something really good. I'm going to model it.
Oh dear me.
Right. So.
I don't think everyone's ready for this.
Ooh.
Your foot. What does it say on the back?
Oh, this is fab. This is absolutely fab.
What does it say?
Yeah. Hold on.
Here, take the thing off.
What do you mean, take the thing off? Alright, okay, is that because that's a scruff? Yeah. Get a look at this, boys and girls. Look what's turned. Hold on, I'll just get that camera down there so you can get the full effect of this. How good is that? But look on the back. Thank you very much. This is amazing. Scruffy in print. Sorry. I better jump up on the chart and do some work, but absolutely fantastic. Made my day. Are you going to make my day? That'll be no then.
I'll make you coffee.
It was almost there. I'll just have to think of this.
Hello.
Okay guys, so following on, got my t-shirt on, well impressed by the way, and I got my coffee. I'm going to have a look at a couple of indices this afternoon, simply because I was talking to one of the guys on Saturday morning. I had a good session with him, and he liked to trade the DAX. So I thought, okay, I'm working at home today and I don't often trade fully on a Monday. But I thought I'd switch the charts on, have a look at the makeup of the DAX today, and I'll have a glance at the FTSE as well. And we'll see if there's some opportunities and we'll trade it. And hopefully what I said to Chris at the weekend will make a bit of sense when I do this trade this afternoon. So let's have a look. Okay. So two crowd favorites. You've got the FTSE, which is here. And the other one is the German 30, or commonly referred to as the DAX. Now, of the two, the DAX is a money maker if you know what you're doing with it. But it is also an incredibly dangerous market because it moves incredibly fast. But let's have a look, see what we've got. Every Sunday I mark in levels across all the markets, so it's already preset for me. Now, if I look at this, where are we at? So we are 1 o'clock on the 3rd of August. We've had a solid push up from earlier this morning. In fact, it's not even looked back since Friday, so it's been rocketing up. But this candle here is interesting. Look, see, tall tail to the top, no tail at the bottom, very short body. It is green, so there's a lot of movement still within it. But it kind of telling you that it could be going to retrace. So let's have a little look. So we'll just whack in a few zones just so that we can see what we are actually looking at and whether there's anything to be had. Okay, so just duplicate that there. Now, your zones don't have to be pip perfect because the markets are never pip perfect. They're just markers as to roughly where you're going to enter trades, take profit, all that sort of thing. So bear with me half a second because we're on an hourly candle here, so we do have time. That's a good thing when you look at larger candles, and it's great if you work as well because you're not having to be a slave to the machine. So if I enter here, 601, to get down there, that's a decent move. Okay, so let's drop it down onto a 15, see where we are. Yeah, there's a good chance that's going to retrace into this red zone. So what we'll do is, just while we're on, we will sell into this. Yes, I know it's a heavy market. Oh, we're in straight away. Okay, so we'll pull it down to there. So that's a 30 pip move. So I think we'll also have one in the middle. Because as you guys know, I like to stack orders. And all you're looking for is a couple £100. Now, markets are rotational. They don't always go in a single direction. Now, that's been rocketing up steadily since Friday. Now, let's just see if we can contain the beast. And a Bollinger Band is excellent to contain. You see, when you're looking at indicators and all of these sort of wonderful fandangled things that you can put on your chart, the guides, they're not triggers. The candles are your trigger. It's what you see. Now, here what I've seen, and the reason why I've decided to go short, it's coming after lunch. It's had a solid drive up this morning. Day traders are going to look to start taking some of these out. And often, as you see here, if you were trading this morning, it will go into a green zone, it'll reverse, come back, and then carry on its journey. Now that's kind of what I'm expecting here, because it has been pretty solid. I wanted to retrace into this area somewhere. It'll pay me reasonable, get me my day's salary, and then continue to move in its journey direction. Okay, so if I put a fib on, which is here, it's kind of into the red zone where I kind of said it's going to go. Now I'm going to put an extra order in to 20, because I think it's going to go my way. There it is there. Right. We're in, we committed. And this little bad boy here is down on that area. So just leave that there. Get rid of the big one. And we'll see very quickly. Now that's without really too much analysis. I didn't need to do a lot of analysis on that, because I looked at it on an hour. Come back to it. And just as a quick eye shot on that hourly, you can see that drive up, and it's already come to the 50% of this. Look, and I could see it just by glancing at it. So if I go from there down to the base of there, there is your 50%. And you've heard me say this before. You can buy into a 50% and you can sell out of a 50%. Well, I'm selling it, because when I quickly glanced at this, as soon as I opened it up, I could see that. I could see the drive has already hit the 50. It was a high probability it's going to sell away from that 50, because that is sustained. It hasn't looked back. But as I am looking at it, that was showing the pressure shift that way. And because I want to be in and I want to be out of the market, it just so happened we were ready as I switched the camera on. So, result. And a lot of trading is grabbing opportunities when you can. But don't be greedy with them, guys. You know, as soon as you see it, get in, get paid, get out, and then do it again tomorrow. Because if I try and do this all day, as I often speak to guys, and they'll go, oh, I hit my target by 9 o'clock. Boom, fantastic. You know, yes, it is fantastic. Have the day off. Do it again tomorrow. Because all you will do, if you try and look for more trades, you will put yourself at risk again, and the chances are you're going to hit the turning point and you're going to lose all your money. All right. And that is the thing with trading. I was asked on Friday, what is the biggest reason people fail? And I genuinely think it's overtrading. I think you have an itchy trigger finger and you are constantly looking for the next trade, and you trade way too much. I don't. I'll trade once, twice a day. You know, yes, I have stacked orders, so when I open up my P&L, it looks like I've done a lot of trades. I haven't. It's essentially one trade that's broken up. And even this, I've got it pretty scaled down. I would normally have 5 positions open at this point, but there's a good reason why. It's a probability to come into here, which is the red zone that I've marked out, but it's only about 30 pips. So there isn't a lot to break up within it. So 3 is fine, but also it's the risk factor. This thing can move. And yes, I believe it's going to retrace, which it kind of is. But if it doesn't, I don't want to be caught on the wrong side of it, because that's a moving train. And it's not quite at the station where I wanted it to be. But as I said earlier, the markets are not pit perfect. Sometimes you've just got to trust your instinct, you know, and only experience and screen time will give you that. It's not something you're going to learn in a week. All right. But I saw the high probability, and also when I've switched on the Bollinger Band, as you can see, it has been outside of that Bolly quite a bit. And now it's starting to come back in. And if it's coming back in, it's going to move across. You see it so many times. It might get to the other side, but it'll certainly get down into where I want it to be. And that's the idea of these trades. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it play out. For those of you that are curious, the stop is kind of up here. It's well out of the noise. It's on the other side of this area of interest. If it gets up there over there, I am wrong. Okay, but you've got to let it breathe. So let us see. Here we are. It's coming down. Remember, I am looking for around £200 a day. That will pay me quite nicely. And if I can do that 3 days of the week, that's a half decent salary a year. You know, I'm not a millionaire or anything like that. I'm just looking to get a salary. And if I can get a salary, great. Wink, you'll make me another cup of coffee. So I'll let it play out, and then we'll go from there. I was going to have a look at, well, actually, let's have a look. There's the FTSE. Now the FTSE follows a similar path. Drive, drive, drive. But that drive there mightn't yet be over. Okay. Don't know, like. It's definitely up to 50, but that looked pretty solid. I'll come back to this one in an hour or so, and I'll have another look. Come back to it. There you go. One target out. Drop it down onto 15 just so we can see exactly what's going on with this little bad boy. There we are. It's pushing down onto the second target. Dead easy. Go on. Just quick push. Go on, jab at it. Can't win all the time, can you guys? And that's the thing, you can't express your will on the market. It can only do as it wants. But yeah, that cracks out. I'll pull the next one into break even. That's it. Job done. And that was that, guys. Day's done. 440 banked off 2 trades. And both trades were done the same way, from an area of interest. Kept half an eye on a Bollinger Band, but mainly looked at the candles and the direction in which the market was moving. And it was based on what I saw, not what I think. And that's one of the things that I touched on at the weekend. Trade what you see, not what you think. Your indicators can baffle you with science. And if you have too many on the chart, you'll overload your brain and you won't be able to see the wood for the trees. Now, I trade pretty clean charts, use areas of interest, and I work from zone to zone. And it's pretty much as simple as that, guys. I don't chase unicorns, because if I did, I'd get a rhino horn straight up the backside at full speed. And I don't fancy that. So I'm pretty safe in the way I trade. So when people have a go at me and they try and pick apart my trading, that's fine. But you do a live trade like what I do, day in, day out, like what I do, then we'll have a chat. Alright? But up until then, I do what I do because it works for me. And it's as simple as that. So there you go, Chris. Another little shout to you. It's pretty much what we were discussing on Saturday morning. Pick your zones, look at the formation of the candles, and then work zone to zone. Don't be greedy, just take what the market will give you. And the last part of that is don't overtrade. You see, when I say don't be greedy, that's exactly what I mean. If you're swinging for the fences, you're going to miss more times than you're going to hit. Yes, when you hit, it'll be big, but you're going to have loss after loss after loss. Just manage your trades a little bit like this. Look for a good entry point and a decent exit point. I can't really get it any simpler than that, guys. I'm doing my best, I really am, and I'm trying to show consistency in these videos just to inspire you that it can be done. But I talk to lots of guys and they always say, oh, I traded 20 times today and I made this, and I'm like, bloody hell, you do that tomorrow, you'll be losing this. And trust me, you will. Overtrading is the biggest killer. I don't care what anybody says. Overtrading will wipe your account out. You know, be very selective in how you trade and you'll be fine. Look for one real good setup. That's all you need each day. Just one. And if you can do one good setup, get you 10, 15 pips a day, that'll pay you a good salary. And that's all we're here for, boys and girls. Just to be paid a salary. You know, like I say, don't chase unicorns. You'll never find it. And you'll find that you'll be depressed, you'll be anxious, you'll start arguments when arguments shouldn't be started, just because trading has put you in a mind state that you shouldn't be in. I mean, today I initially was only going to trade the DAX or the FTSE. I looked at both. The DAX is a pretty good contender, it always is. And I was watching the guys in the Facebook group today, and they were humming and hawing about the US JPY. Some were saying go long, some were saying go short. They asked my opinion. Well, they didn't ask my opinion. I chipped in with my opinion, I should say. And I said what I would do when it hit a certain level. But I thought, it's all well and good me saying I will do this. I better back it up. So a couple of hours later, I did back it up by taking the trade that I said I would. And you've just seen the result. Because I stuck to my conviction and all the elements to take that trade were there. So it's been a good result, good day. So I'm going to leave it with that one. So again, I've got a funny feeling I know who this is. There wasn't any markings in the bag to say who sent me the t-shirt, but I've got a fair idea who you are, and if it's the guy you I sent a message to this afternoon, result. If not, please let me know who sent this so I can thank you properly. But whoever you are, I thank you. And remember guys, do what you love and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.